It's your boy Rass, that dude RESS. Hoping your stress go to the wrong address. Make sure you hit the likes, comment, and subscribe. And today we're gonna be talking. We're gonna just dive in. What it is, what they say about men versus modern women and the feminist movement. And shout out to Myron. A lot of women do not like Myron. I don't understand how Myron gonna ever get some cat because it seemed like I've never seen any woman say I like Myron. So like, let's just get into this, man. If you don't know who Myron is, you might not like him after this. So
anything for having dicks and testosterone. So what are you doing to earn it?
Yo.
Well,
Nothing?
It's interesting how I see girls like, this one over here doing this dumb shit or clock it or whatever.
Clock it.
The reality is that men have to bring far more into any type of relationship because women are more selective. So since women are more selective, by definition of the guy even talking to you and being around you, he has to bring something to the table.
Yeah, because most guys are assholes. And women don't want to just sit and deal with that. So they're more
But that's my point. That's my point is that men have to bring far more to the table than women. So what I'm saying is for the guy, at least have her reciprocate something on her end before you give her some type of reward.
What do you want her to reciprocate?
Well, do acts of service, submit, be nice,
Like
be pleasant, not be a whore, don't
what
be
do you
annoying.
mean by submit?
Listen to the man.
I'm telling you,
Working with
man.
different-
Women do not like Myron. They do not like Myron. Soon as Myron get to talking, it's like he just dry the cat up. Like shorties be off him. But let's get it.
See, this is why nobody likes black girls. That's why they're lost. This is why.
That's cap.
See, of course, these guys, don't send for that, man. Like this is. See this.
He mean the ratchet ones, the combative ones. The ones that don't listen. The ones that just like I'm independent. The ignorant ones that don't listen to nothing. They don't follow no lead or no man. They want to be the leader. Them the ones he talking about. We ain't talking about all black women. He on his own with that. He just mad because black women don't really like him. You feel me?
This is actually one of the problems. We could talk about this. Like, this is why black women rate so low on dating apps, right? Like, there's a reason why so few men actually actively go out and date black women besides black dudes. Like, they don't really do well outside of their own race because black women have a lot of bad habits, such as being rude, rambunctious, loud, fake hair, ghetto. They don't submit to men. They don't believe in male authority. And you guys can see that right here. Like, when I said submit to a man, she looked at me like I'm insane, but that's how relationships work. So, Okay, tell me how I'm insane then. Well, so they can hear you. How am I insane? You can't even tell me why. See, since the beginning of time, men have been the leaders, women are the followers. That's how relationships work. Women want a guy who they can submit to. They want a guy who's taller than them, stronger than them, more competent than them. And I find it interesting how it's like women want all these things, right, from a guy, but then they'll sit here and lie and be like, oh, no, I'm not going to submit. It's like, well, what? That's not how this works. No relationship works when a woman's in a leadership role. And we all know this, and the women even know this as well. The only thing women can lead is to the end of the relationship.
Damn.
Here, you want to walk up and say something? I see you want to say something. You stop.
No, it's fine. Come on, ladies.
Well, let the girl go first. Ladies first, right? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, so I'm not going to lie. I have no idea who you are. So can you just kind of explain to me your thought process here?
Sure. Women are stupid.
Damn. The way he just come off with it, I understand why he gonna dry the cat up on a lot of women. Because he just like straightforward, straight up front, and he's like straight harsh. This is not how women want to hear anything. They want to hear, at least if you're gonna tell them the truth, they want you to like put some little sugar and spice on it and make everything nice, like you trying to create the Powerpuff Girls. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so women are stupid, yes?
Yes.
Who's Marie Curie?
What was that?
Who's Marie Curie?
I don't know.
So you're stupid. You don't know a woman who discovered radiation?
More than likely, she probably didn't discover it. It's probably a man that discovered it because girls always love to come up here for some odd reason and say, we invented Wi-Fi. And then I fact check and it's like dudes that made it. And then like women just think that women made it. The reality is that like
she
men
right.
are like 90% plus of like all human innovation. Women don't really create
Who
anything
create
but
men?
headaches.
Who creates men?
A man and a woman.
Okay, but would a man be able to create a woman, or would a man be able to create a man without a woman?
Would a woman be able to create a man without a man?
Yes.
No, they wouldn't.
Bone marrow?
You
Hello?
need semen.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Bone marrow pregnancy is a thing, is it not?
All right, so I had to double fact check what she said. I see Marie Curie. It says that she was coining the term of radioactivity and discovered and radium pioneered in scientific understanding of radiation. So the person who actually came was William Conrad Roten in 1895, and when she came with her scientific understanding of radiation was in 1998. So she was wrong.
What?
Yeah. It was fact check that man found radiation. Yeah. See, there you go.
As far as I'm aware, it was Marie Curie. That's what I
See,
was
this is
taught.
what I mean when I say women don't create anything but headaches. Like it's
Damn.
like, dude, it's honestly, you know, I'm just gonna keep it real. We need to make women second-class citizens again.
Ooh.
We would fix so many problems if we made women subordinate once again. Because you guys, whenever you guys have authority or power, or you
See,
think that
I
you're
just
smart,
don't understand why you say all this
This
shit
doesn't
up
work.
here acting like you're like untouchable for whatever reason. You came from a woman. How dare you? How dare you call us stupid? We created you.
She
we don't
about
have to be
lose it.
smart to have kids.
Yeah, that's why men just spread their seed wherever the hell they feel like it and then leave after about 5 minutes.
What?
They
Well,
have
you're the-
absolutely
well, you're
no
the- well,
responsibility.
Well,
You
here's the
talk
thing.
about selective, whatever the hell, selective service. You have no responsibility. You leave after you have a child.
She talking about a deadbeat daddy. She talking about when you lay up, when a girl open her legs up for a no good nigga. You feel me? You're not talking about a man. I don't even know dudes that do that. So when women run into these type of situations, I just feel bad for them. You just got to keep them in our prayers because I don't know where they met that guy at the bus station or something, at the train station. I don't know. Greyhound.
So what's up with that?
You leave after you have a child?
You do, not you specifically, men.
Well, I mean, look.
That's what I thought.
What the? Yo, it's always hilarious. Like she didn't own anything. Just like. That's the name of the radiation thing. Yeah. So sure, facts are wrong too. Yeah. See, guys, that right there is precisely why we need to go back. We need to make women go back to the kitchen, second-class citizens, repeal the 19th Amendment. Just all emotion, no facts. I feel like I'm mad. I'm triggered. How dare you? It's like at the end of the day, you need a man to have a kid. It's a two-part process. Women always tend to forget that.
Now that's true.
But it is what it is. Guys, don't be simps for on Valentine's Day.
What's up?
Yo.
You say Indians stink, right?
That boy came to check him about Indians being stanky. That boy came right up there and said, so what you say about Indians being stinky?" Bro, that must have hurt his soul, man. Let's get back on that.
That you like to speak about,
What
obviously.
happened?
You said what you're.
Yeah, I date girls. I have before. I've kissed one.
Oh, you're a lesbian then. And
No,
confused.
I'm
What
currently
happened?
dating a guy. I have been for the past almost 4 years.
All right, so you're really confused.
Did it just
Your
skip?
facts are wrong too. Yeah, see, guys, that right there is precisely why we need to go. It's like at the end of the day, you need a man to have a kid. It's a two-part process. Women always tend to forget that. But it is what it is. Guys, don't be simps for on Valentine's Day.
What's up?
Yo.
You say Indians stink, right?
One of those
Oh,
blue
they
hair
cut him
that
off.
you like to speak about, obviously.
You said what you're.
Yeah, I date girls. I have before. I've kissed one.
Oh, you're a lesbian then. And
No,
confused.
I'm currently dating a guy. I have been for the past almost 4 years.
All right, so you're really
God,
confused.
she confused.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know who the fuck I am day to day.
Oh.
That's nothing new. So I heard
Well,
you
you're a
speaking
woman, it's
about
fine.
ICE earlier. I completely understand if you were talking about the people who are actually harming. But what happens about like the children who are being taken out of schools? What happens about the people who are being captured by the IRS, who are paying taxes, who are going to jobs? I understand if you're getting the people who are harming the economy, but when you're talking to people who are not, they are actively helping the economy, when they are paying taxes, such as people who are not,
mean illegal
as in
aliens?
the billionaires, the millionaires.
Illegal aliens, you're saying, paying taxes?
I'm sorry?
Are you talking about illegal aliens?
I mean, they're not illegal. Most of them are not. Have you gone to the process of getting a green card? Have you gone to the courts? A lot of IRS agents are not IRS. Sorry,
I'm trying to. Yeah,
I'm fucked up in the brain, obviously.
yeah I can.
At least I can admit it.
What? Get her
And that is
off.
why you should not be able to vote.
Get her off the mic.
I mean, I was just 17 a few months ago. Of course I couldn't vote then. I was a
You
child.
shouldn't be able to vote now either.
So I liked how you said the F word, the F word, obviously.
Yeah.
What happens if someone were to say the N word to you? Would you get upset about that?
No, because just the word.
Honestly, I
Yeah, I don't
agree.
give a
But at the same time, words have consequences because each person believes in something different.
So that mean if everybody, feel like there's a different word, if you call me goofy, you feel me? And I feel like my feelings, you feel me? You should be prosecuted. I should be able to call the police on you and you go to jail. All right, man. We got to stop being so emotional. Look, before people get emotional, listen to what he actually saying. This isn't anti-women, all right? Especially for me. This is about structure, and I understand where he's trying to structure things together, but I know the way that he's delivering it and the choice of words that he's using, a lot of women it's gonna be like 2 rams, just bow, you feel me? But just listen, take your emotions away, act like you just got the earth today, and just kind of listen. And then listen to both sides and then make your decision. Don't get emotional first, all right? Just wanted to say that.
I'm not going to say it because I do believe that words have meaning. I just do. I simply do. I think that words can be harmful, and I like when people say sticks and stones can break my bones, words can never hurt me. A lot of people have mental health struggles, and that words can actually hurt them. So I'm curious about the people that, like I was saying earlier, the 5-year-olds who are being arrested at school, the people who are being arrested at their jobs. What do you believe in that point? Like, when I understand when people are being harmful, but most of the people that are being harmful aren't the ones that y'all are fucking arresting.
I'm still trying to figure out, what are you arguing?
Yeah, I'm
So
lost.
you're agreeing with ICE. Fine, whatever. I agree with that when they are actually going to the people who are harming others. What about the people that aren't and still being arrested?
Why should we have to wait for them to harm others? If they're here illegally, get them out. Why wait until they commit a crime? You're making the same argument that the
Technically, white
retired Arab
people
guy
were
said
here illegally.
earlier.
We are
Like,
the ones
they
that
need to be
fucking
criminal
killed everyone on
aliens.
the Trail of Tears. We're not here legally.
If you're
We
here
came
illegally,
over illegally.
Hold on. If they're here illegally, why do we have to wait for them to commit a crime for us to arrest them? This is the same argument that the Arab dude made earlier. Oh, they need to be criminal aliens for us to deport them. No. How about we get them out before they become criminals? Why the should American citizens have to deal with illegal immigrants committing crimes? We already got enough criminal activity going on with American citizens. So if you're here illegally, you broke the law. Get out.
Only thing I said about that is, if y'all want to stay, you know what I'm saying, and you illegal, wherever you from, we need to make some type of deal with your country that I could do the same thing in your country. That's all I'm asking for. Equal rights, equal lefts.
Yeah, but why are the people that are being arrested 5-year-olds? Why are the people being arrested, I don't know, being actually murdered in the camps?
If you're talking about like Renee Good or Alex Petty, I've discussed this a million
I'm talking
times.
about in the ICE camps, they're being murdered.
How did they die? How did they get murdered? What are the facts and
agents.
circumstances to it? Did they die of natural causes? What happened? I don't know.
What about the one guy whose testes were literally broken because an ICE agent stomped on them so much that he's literally completely impaired for the rest of his life?
I'd have to look at the facts of that one.
Okay. Look it up.
I don't.
Look it up.
I don't.
Do you have
We-
a phone around you?
I'm not gonna look it up right now because we're literally in the middle of a discussion. But you've said a couple things that were incorrect, so I'm not too sure if we can rely on your interpretation of what happened.
Okay.
She don't know nothing.
What was
All right.
incorrect?
Who's up next? Unless you have another thing.
No, I'm just curious. And I also don't agree with your sign, but that's whatever.
Yeah, just pass the mic, baby
Well,
girl.
you have green hair, so why are we surprised at this point? One more. One last person. Let's go. One last person. Oh, okay. Here we go.
I know, aren't you so excited? I just have one question. Is your mom like still around?
Yeah.
And like she didn't blow her like immediately as soon as like you turn into whatever the you're into?
No.
Are you sure? Like you say this to her face on a daily basis.
She was the one that actually warned me about you dumb bimbos.
Really? Is that why you're lonely, or is it just because you're? Yeah, laugh because you don't have a answer.
No, it's just funny. It's just it's interesting because it's like you came in and you said I thought, aren't you like a progressive? That's like a mean word, isn't it?
I can say what I want. Maybe I
great,
don't.
great.
Maybe I'm not what I look like. You ever
Okay.
think about that?
That's good. I mean, do you have an argument though besides asking me about my mom?
Yeah. So I think you think Valentine's Day is for simps because
Yes.
you want a mother as a girlfriend. She probably wasn't around. You want somebody to feed you and dress you and take care of you.
Wait,
That's what you define as women.
Well, she doesn't have to dress
Providing
me. She
enough.
just has to make sandwiches though.
Right. Because you need somebody to feed you. You're incapable of doing that yourself.
Wait, what?
Well, I don't want to I don't want to have to make my own sandwich. Why would I do that?
Because you don't know how? Like, that's what it sounds like. You think it's because you
No,
don't know
I'd
how to do
rather
it.
like focus on other things. That's a woman's job to make a sandwich.
Why do you think it's a woman's job?
It's a woman's job to make food, give sex, be quiet.
You're not answering the question. I asked
just
you
told
why.
you.
You're telling me what you think they should do. You're not telling me why.
Because women are inferior to men in almost every way, pretty
But
much.
you can't tell me why they're inferior to men.
They are, from a biological standpoint, from a mental standpoint. Men are better than women at everything.
Right, okay. That's why you're sitting on a college campus debating teenagers. Duh. Thanks. No more questions. That's all. You tell me all I needed to know.
Huh? I don't even know what just happened right there. You know, this is where people always get it twisted with the message. You know what I'm saying? He not talking about just equal rights. He talking about like how gender roles got blurred without replacing them with anything stable. And that's just kind of like where we at in America right now. So
Black girls, holy. Hey, man. Yeah, once you get some money, you're going to stop, bro. Trust me. There's a reason why Ye said that shit. All right, is that it? We're wrapping it up? They're kicking us off now? Okay. Well, anyway.
We got one more.
Oh, one more? Okay. They got a mask on. Oh, man. Here we go.
Hey, man,
Mask on
how
in
you doing?
2026 is nuts. What's up?
So before I ask my question, I just want to clarify some things about your stance on women. Just so I'm aware, you don't like women, right?
I don't like what?
You don't like women, right? You
No, I
don't-
like them a lot. Enough to know that they have to be in a subordinate position.
damn.
But no. Can you just clarify why you think that way, right?
Men are leaders. Men are supposed to lead, women follow. And I love women enough to understand that men need to lead.
Men need to lead.
Absolutely, and protect women from themselves.
Damn.
It just the way you talk about women, though, it sounds like you're kind of a homosexual.
Yo.
So I just really want you to clarify, like.
So which one is it? I've been called everything.
This is where I get a little bit confused when a dude say something that women don't like or they don't want to hear. The first thing they can think about is you don't like your mother or you gay. All right? But then when I sit here and I look at some of the gay people in this world, I don't never hear like gay dudes like saying, "Oh, I can't stand women. I can't stand women. I can't stand women." Usually they like super close and friends with females, you know? They like doing their hair, they like kicking it, they going out to parties and spending the night with each other. So like what
Today, I've been called trans. I've been called gay. I've been called. Someone said I have a girl, but not really. Which one? Which one is it?
Just for the crowd to hear, do you have a girlfriend?
A serious girlfriend, long-term girlfriend, or
Yeah.
women that I'm seeing?
Anything? You have a girl?
I got a couple ladies, that I'm seeing. What'd the guy say? What?
AI doesn't count.
AI? Oh, okay. That's the cotton picker over there, right? Or
You
is
don't
he supposed to
agree?
be?
You don't agree with the fact that AI doesn't count as girlfriend? Is that what you said?
Oh, that's one of them. There you go. So the other ones are real, though.
You have an AI girlfriend?
Sarcasm. What's your question, though? Because
Are you-
you wanted to know my position. I gave you my position. Men lead, women follow. Women are supposed to be in subordinate positions to men. That's just how things work. That's how it works out the best in a relationship. That is my position. So what is your argument to that?
My argument is that I don't think you actually like women. I think you like men. Because the way you talk about
Okay.
men, you're
I
like,
think I'm gay. You think I'm gay?
yeah,
What's wrong with being gay?
nothing's wrong with being gay.
So why are you using it in a pejorative sense then?
I'm not using it. I think I
This is the thing with progressives that's very interesting. If I was actually gay, you would never actually call me gay because you would be canceled for doing that. The only reason you're calling me gay is because you know I'm heterosexual. when you're not going to deal with any social consequences for calling me gay. That's what progressives do every single time, and I know the game. So I love it when you guys come in here and say, I'm all for everybody having rights and privileges, and I'm all about egalitarianism and equality. But then you go ahead and say that I'm gay. But the only reason you feel comfortable saying that is because you know I'm not gay. But if I were, you'd be canceled. That's why you feel comfortable saying that I'm gay.
No, I feel comfortable saying you're gay because I think you like men.
Hi, Mom.
All right. All right. I don't think he's going to get nowhere, you know what I mean? Not on college campus, you know. Them girls is...
You know, calling a spade,
Bleed.
whatever that saying is.
Sure. Now, if I actually was gay, what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with being gay. I think you're gay.
Then why are you bringing it up if there's nothing wrong with it?
Because it sounds like you like men, and I'm clarifying.
See, this is the OODA loop of liberals right here. They'll sit there and say, there's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm all about everyone having rights. But then they'll go ahead and using the pejorative sense against you, which is interesting.
There's something wrong with being gay, though?
You're bringing it up as an insult.
When did I bring it up as an insult?
Oh, my gosh.
What's
Why
your
we gotta
next
play
argument?
Mind games.
Do you like men?
No, I think that's pretty self-evident at this point.
I just want you to know I'm perfectly okay with you being trans and gay. Be who you
See, that's the only thing that I always be tripping on. Like, when a girl, like, you say something that a girl don't like, right? And she call you gay. And she keeps asking you, are you gay? Do you like men? And then you finally say, hell no, I don't. It's like, there's no point in even answering that question or even entertaining it because they're still going to be like, yeah, you are. You're trans. You know what I'm saying? They're still going to, you know, like their mind is made up. And I get it, you know. If you notice that the pushback is always emotional, it's not logical. You know, nobody's addressing the outcome. It's just how I feel. That's all it is. It's like a feeling thing. The feeling police. Like, I feel this type of way, I feel this type of way, but there's no type of logical. Once you start saying like hard points that people don't really want to hear, but people think about it and you actually be the person that say it, you're going to get that backlash. You're going to get a lot of people who do not agree with what you're saying, and they're going to have a lot of things. They want to tear you down because sometimes, you know, once you start getting somebody emotional, the first thing they think about is like, you know, fight or flight. You know, like, I have to fight back. That's the first thing somebody start thinking. So they're going to try to say a lot of things to harm you. I mean, to hurt your feelings. So, like, you know, 9 times out of 10, when a woman feel like she want to hurt a man, it is like, okay, I'm gonna emasculate him. I'm gonna call him zesty. I'm gonna call him flamboyant, or I'm gonna call him what's the other one that they use? Well, instead of just like gay, they'll say you what is that word they always use? They use it all the time. I don't know. Fuck it.
who you are.
Clearly not. Using it in an insulting way, but that's fine.
So earlier, I heard you say that you don't believe that women should have the right to vote. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so I want to go to medical school. I'm pre-med. I'm a freshman. And I'm just curious about what your opinion is on a lot of women that want to go to medical school or higher professions, law school, and what you think about that.
Sure, have your profession, but you shouldn't vote.
He heard her with that.
I see. That's exactly why right there. Some girl screaming on the side.
Could you just elaborate a little bit more about why you think, so you think it's like, would you have a woman as your doctor?
No.
Well, these are two different discussions. We're on the vote thing, right?
Okay, why don't you just explain why you don't think women should have the right to vote then?
Okay. What is a selective service?
I'm not sure.
That's why you shouldn't be able to vote.
Okay, I'm willing to bet that a lot of men here don't know what that is either.
Oh no, they all know because they wouldn't be here without it. They all know. They wouldn't be able to go to school here without it. And that's the difference, and that is precisely why women shouldn't have the right to vote, because I don't think it's fair that men have a bunch of responsibility and women get the same level of authority without the same level of responsibility.
Okay, so you think it's okay for women to go to higher professions like law school, medical school, but they can't vote. So a woman could be a doctor, but she can't vote. Is that what you would agree with that?
Yeah, and also, here's the thing, right? I am realistic. I understand that we live in a world where dual income is kind of needed, things are more expensive, etc. But what I will say is, I don't think women should be prioritizing career over a family. I think they should be prioritizing a family first. But the problem is that we have this society where we tell women to prioritize career, and I think that creates a lot of issues.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
No worries.
You know what? I'll tell you, man. You know, I don't fully always agree with everything that Myron says, but I understand where he's going. I understand he's trying to get us back to this structure. And any way that, like, to get us back to exactly where we need to go, it's going to be this conversation that a lot of people don't want to hear, because in the world, we just got caught up in the, oh, if it makes them feel this way, they're right. You know, even when somebody's wrong, like, but if they feel right, then they're right. They're not hurting nobody. Like, that's like been this key thing that a lot of people use. And I'll tell you another thing. I don't have no problem with Myron. I would definitely be cool with Myron, even though I would have a lot of points that I would disagree with him on. And he would be one of those friends that, like, I respect him because he speaks his mind. I love honest people, even though I may not agree with everything you saying. But he one of them friends where it's like, hey, man, me and you gonna have to square up. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you know what I mean? Like, we might have to square up, you know, like, just because he like to use, like, a lot of, you know what? Now I'm thinking emotional. I would have to think logical because I know my mind is better than that. I know that I can fight with my mind before I have to fight with my hands. But if things did have to go, you know, to the edge, you know, I would definitely have to put the pause on Myron. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you win some, you lose some. He might lose some, I might lose some. But look, we can still get up and have a debate another day. You know, I love having high level conversations, especially when some of the conversations is going to test you. It's going to test your emotions and your logic. And it's going to let you know if actually you are that strong person that you say you are. Are you mentally strong? And then you don't really know if you're mentally strong until you get in a room with somebody that's saying some things that you disagree with. Now you able to be tested to see, like, oh, am I mentally strong or am I mentally weak? You know, I don't care if it's even insults. If it's, you know, like, people won't always hit you below the belt, especially when they're using that mouthpiece, you know, and depending on the person that's in front of you, everybody not going to talk to you like they your mama. Everybody not about to talk to you like they your best friend. Some people are just straight cutthroat, straight raw and real. And you got to have some type of emotional intelligence to be able to go back and forth. If not, if you don't have that, do not get in debates with people. Stay out of those type of conversations. Treat these type of conversations like politics. Everybody don't need to talk about politics, because you know why? Majority of the people who talk about politics, all they do is read headlines. They don't do the homework themselves. They let the news pop up a headline. Oh, this such and such and such. And that's the only thing they read. And then they let the news do all of the thinking for them. Then they read off of a script, and all of a sudden they believe everything that the news channel said. Or then they go to TikTok. They believe something somebody else said because they had 1 million views. So it's like, majority of the people who trying to argue with you about different topics, they don't do no research. They are like going off of he said, she said. And that's when things get a little bit, you know, when people feathers get ruffled, because if you don't do the homework, you shouldn't be in this debate at all. You're going to get cooked, and then you're going to get emotional. And and you know how most people do when they get emotional, they want to fight. They want to shoot them up, bang, bang in GTA. So, like, I wouldn't have no problem being friends with somebody like Myron, even though I would have a lot of things that I would disagree with him with, but I would rather be friends with him than somebody that's always trying to tell me, well, if they feel like they're right, well, they're right. I don't like that feeling shit. I don't like all of that. That's how I know. I have a feeling you're going to be fucking fake. I have a feeling you're going to be phony. I have a feeling you're going to talk behind my back. I have a feeling you're going to lie to me and tell me that my outfit looked good, even though you know it looked ugly, and you could have just gave me some pointers. You could have been like, yo, change the shoes. The shoe's not going with that. You know what I'm saying? Or you going to let me walk around with my breath stinking. You could have just told me, bro, you might need to go ahead and tap that brush. What brush? That toothbrush, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I love high level conversations and I love debates. So I know a lot of people don't like to get in these type of situations because they can't control their emotions. They don't know how to tap into that logic side where they can use their education You know, use things that they learned out of experience. You know, most people that's doing a lot of talking, they don't have no education on it. They don't have no experience on it. So all they can do is go off of what they seen on TV, on their cell phone, or what he said, she said. And that conversation is always going to be fried. Like, I can't get nowhere because you don't know shit. You haven't been through shit. And I'm doing the homework. I'm doing the due diligence. When you tell me something, say if you say something to me and I don't know what the fuck you talking about, I'm not finna sit here and argue with you like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm gonna sit here and listen, and I'm gonna make sure that I digest this information that you said, not saying that it's correct. I'm only digesting it so I can later go back and research it and do my homework on it. And then I can call you back on the phone, or the next time we have some type of debate, or maybe I get in this same similar type of debate with somebody else. Now I have some type of backing to be able to be qualified for this debate. Majority of the people who hop in a debate, they shouldn't be in it. They start calling it an argument. This person is aggressive. It's not that. You want everybody to talk to you with this voice, this soft tone, and this spoken. Some people ain't finna talk to you like that. Some people is strict. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. Some people you talk to, they're gonna be gullible. Some people are gonna be super sweet. But you gotta be ready for all of them. So every time when I meet somebody, I expect all of them. I don't just take you off of your when I first met you and you was nice and you was friendly to me. No, I'm not fucking just going for that. I'm gonna sit here and think about, there's gonna be a time me and you get in an argument. You ate all the fucking popcorn at the movies, and now you don't want to go you don't want to go refill the shit up. You want me to get out my fucking seat, miss part of the movie to go fill the fucking popcorn up when you ate all the popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Now me and you arguing in the movie theaters. Now both of us not paying attention to the movie. See, like, I don't like those type of situations. Like, there has to be some type of accountability. When you don't know shit, don't speak on shit. Sit back, listen. It's okay to fucking listen sometimes. And I think a lot of people have that problem. But, I know a lot of people just not going to really get jiggy with Myron. Majority of the times people just hear one thing that he say and they just be like, nah, I don't like this dude. I don't like, oh, he don't like women. He's a misogynist. Like, they're going to use words like that. And then when you ask people, like, what does that mean? They can't never tell you the definition. They just start saying shit like, it's you. Everything about you is. Like, they can't tell you the definition. So like, that's the word I was going to use before. A lot of women call dudes sassy when you're able to have some type of dialogue with them, you know what I'm saying, or a disagreement. You're going to become the zesty guy, the sassy guy, if you don't just agree with a woman. I'm not saying every last one of them is like that, because I've ran into many where we was able to just have a high level conversation. There was points where we agreed on things, and there was things that we didn't agree with, and that was all good. That's okay. So sometimes you got to ask yourself, if this mindset actually work, would divorce rates be this high? Like, when those type of conversations, like, if we could actually have those conversations, those hard conversations that people don't like to have, I believe the marriage rate would be super high, or at least higher, But the what's going to always keep us behind is that people don't want to have those conversations. And soon as the conversation doesn't go the way that one person wants it to go, it always goes left. It always has to turn into an argument. It has to turn into almost like, are you going to hit me? Like, I don't understand that a lot of times, but I love having those type of conversations. I love when people get in the comments and they like, hey, yo, you don't know what you was talking about. Blase, blase, skippy, woo, woo. You know what? I'm going to listen to everything you fucking say, right? Before I comment back to you, I'm going to go do my homework. I'm going to research every last thing that you said before I say anything back. That's if I don't already have, some type of knowledge off of whatever you said. But if I don't, I'm not finna fucking just respond to you out of anger and be like, oh, F you, dude, you're stupid, you goofy clown. Only way you're going to get that type of response if you actually said some goofy stuff like, oh, you sound like you didn't even graduate first grade. Oh, shut up, you goofball. Like, come on, man. Do I really have to debate with you and argue with you when you already have a elementary type of argument? Like, nah, I'm cool on you. Like, shut up. You're getting blocked. But I like to have those type of conversations. I know a lot of people don't. It's all good. It's okay. All those type of conversations are not for everybody, and I understand that. I get it. But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta sit on the fucking sideline and just fucking listen. Shut the hell up. Don't say nothing. Just listen. You gonna learn something. Let me see. Hold on. But yeah. But one thing that I noticed is like a lot of people don't want to have those conversations. They rather just,
Car's ready.
conversate on some
Already
goofy
ready.
shit.
Ready already?
Ready already. They rather talk about the baddies. They rather talk about the drama that's going on the internet because it's easier for them to relate to it. Because why? Even if they don't have knowledge on it, they got some type of experience of it. So it's easy for them to sit there and debate back and forth with you and say, no, and they're going to use their experience of what they went through.
Are involved in sex work deserve a good man? We'll start here and then work our way around.
Hell yeah. I mean, if you're successful, yes. I
Okay,
feel
so you
like
think if she
anyone
makes
that's
money, she's successful, yeah? Okay.
Yes.
What about you?
Because she can do what she needs to do.
I mean, I don't
Okay.
think
Like-
a high quality man is going to go for somebody that does that.
So does she deserve it, in your opinion?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. What about you?
It really depends.
How dare you?
If she, started and then quit and turned her life around, absolutely. But if you're in your 30s and you're still going at it, I'm sorry, no.
So
30s?
yes. So you think yes if she leaves?
Yeah, if she was young in her 20s and, she made some mistakes, let her be. If she quit, she's a grown woman now, and she put that in her past, and she did her best to erase everything. Yeah, she does deserve it.
Wait, how old are you again?
I'm 31.
Did you erase everything?
Yeah.
No, she's still on.
No, as I guess it's very, very. So when you quit, you have to wait till the last subscriber stops subscribing. So I just stopped posting, and I'm just waiting for the last dying person to die out.
Well, it's
I don't know about that because that redhead
Who the
chick
hell told
ended
you
her
had to do that?
The one that converted to Christianity or whatever.
What's your name again?
I forget something.
She was on
Someone
whatever.
in the chat's gonna say it. Red hair chick. I forget her name.
Educate me.
Okay, so you think yes if they leave. All right, so real quick for you, Castle, will you take us to the Castle Run real quick?
Hold on, bro.
Yeah, and I know we need some seconds. I'll come back to you and answer that while we wait for the Castle Run.
Nala, it's in the chat now.
Nala,
More
okay.
legal than you
What
think.
about you? Do you think a girl that was involved in sex work
LegalZoom is here to help. Whether you're registered
deserves a good man?
Slacker Jack.
I'm gonna go with no. I just feel like you have to prepare yourself for a good man to come into your life, and if you're involved in sex work, you are only going to be a detriment to that good man. So I'm not going to say that I think everyone deserves to have a good man, but you also have to position yourself for that good man to be able to enter.
Wait, so are you saying she don't deserve one?
I'm not the person to judge whether somebody deserves something or not.
Tell her straight.
I'm just saying you gotta align yourself. If you want a good man and you're involving yourself in sex work, it's an oxymoron.
You heard that, Coco?
For sure.
I can get any man I want. I'm really not worried about that.
But getting a man is not hard. We're talking about getting a good man.
I can get a good man with what I've learned and the things that I've done and the lessons that I've learned. I
think at that point we just have to define what everybody's definition of good is.
Ooh. All right, I got a question for you, Coco. So you said yes, a girl does deserve it if she leaves.
See, that's that backwards thinking shit that I'm talking about. Like, you're gonna go against the fucking grain. You're gonna do every last thing that a man don't like, but at the same time, you don't feel like you have to fix yourself. You could just come as you are. You can be the fucked up person that you is, and you gonna still get something good out of life. Like, I don't like people who walk around and just think like that. Like, they don't have to fix nothing about themselves, and they can still go get good shit in life. Like, that's fucked up. So you telling me you want me to be the good guy in your fucking life when you just a piece of shit. And I'm supposed to just take you as you are. And then soon as I make it, and as soon as you feel like, oh, things are getting serious, Now you're gonna erase your fucking past? That's crazy. That's
Industry. So let me ask you this. Let's say a guy used to do gay porn. Would you take a guy seriously like that used to do gay porn and decides, you know what, I'm not gay anymore, I'm heterosexual, I want a woman? Would you take him seriously?
Changed man.
I would absolutely take him seriously. Like to each, I'm not gonna judge anybody on their sexuality, but if
So he was sucking dick and smashing dudes and all that, you would be okay with that?
He's taking it in the butt.
Oh my god.
You would be okay with that?
if I would, I mean, if I took it up there, why wouldn't? Listen,
No, but you didn't though. So like, would you take that guy seriously?
Maybe you did.
yeah, I would take him seriously.
Man, you capping, man.
Yeah.
You capping. No. There's no way you would take that dude seriously.
What if he does
bro.
like a relapse?
Relapse.
Like he's straight for like a year. This is shit.
That's wrong. I'm bisexual. For me to be like, oh, I can't take a man doing other stuff, that's hypocritical to me.
Oh.
Like that, it doesn't make sense to me.
So
in my
you would
world.
do it to not come off as a hypocrite, despite the fact that that guy might not be your ideal man? Because I'm assuming a homosexual is not your ideal man.
Well, a homosexual wouldn't be my ideal man. A bisexual man would be my ideal man. A homosexual
bisexual man would be your ideal man?
I hope.
Yeah. See.
Maybe. No.
Gotcha.
You can be straight. You can be bisexual. If you're homosexual, you're obviously not into me.
See, I believe that men can't be bisexual.
Yeah, me neither.
Because if you take it in the butt,
gay.
come on, bro.
And then
you chose a side.
also I have a theory on this too. Yeah, like I don't believe that men can be bisexual
wait,
either.
Where's
Because
your G spot?
That's
what does that have to do with anything? I mean,
hold on. You know what? You got to find the D spot. That's it.
yeah, yeah.
Come
like,
on, man.
The thing is that I agree with you. I don't think, and this is my theory. We're still on a castle thing, right?
yes.
All right. I don't think men can be bisexual. And the reason why is because so human beings go by the path of least resistance, right? They want the easiest and most convenient way to do things. Correct?
Yes.
Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Okay. So, who is it easier to get sex from, assuming you like both genders? Getting sex from a man or getting sex from a woman? If you're a dude.
A woman.
No. If you're
No,
a
from
dude.
a man. I have gay friends.
Yeah.
Men are
Yeah,
crazy.
how is it easier? Is it easier to get laid if you were a bisexual man with a man or with a woman?
With a man.
With a man, right?
Yeah.
So, would it be fair to say that it's significantly harder to attract a woman as a man than it is to attract another man?
Okay, I see where you're going.
Okay. So why would a guy go through the paces to entertain, take out on a date, and do all this other shit for a female when a lot of the times guys just want sexual satisfaction? They'll just go to a dude.
That's
So
a
why would
good-ass point.
that's why when guys say they're bisexual, I'm like, that's a lie, because number one, it's way harder to attract a woman, and then on top of that, you being bisexual actually hurts you significantly with attracting women. Most women, if they know that you've been done gay shit, they will never f with you. So you are effectively gay by what you're doing.
And also keep in mind that when you're with that guy,
Metro just takes care of himself.
dating
That's
you,
completely different.
You're like a I want to say scapegoat. Like you're not having like a real actual item. It's just like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna act normal for now, and then use you as like the proxy for you me being normal.
Okay.
When it does, you're back to being gay.
Because because it's not like, and then on top of that, dealing with a dude is cheaper. It doesn't cost you as much money. It doesn't cost you as much time. It's not as cumbersome. Like, why would a dude ever deal with women if you got sexual satisfaction from dudes? He would never talk to you guys ever.
Yeah, ever.
Like, it wouldn't make sense for him. I mean, just thinking practically, because men tend to be more rational with that shit. So, yeah, I mean, do you really think you would be able to get a bisexual guy and take him seriously and be able to have a date with him and all that other stuff?
I've been with a bisexual guy.
Oh, how'd that end up?
Where's he now?
He's gone. That shit didn't work. That nigga relapsed. That nigga said, I need one. I need one back up there. That shit ain't working.
I don't know where he's off in New York somewhere.
That's
This
another
is when
proxy.
I was 20 something. I don't know.
Why didn't it last then?
Our chemistry just didn't match.
Wow.
And you left him, right?
You left him, right?
No, it was mutual.
No,
Somebody always initiates, man.
No, not necessarily.
Come on, Coco.
Nah, he's trying to gay.
no,
Don't cap Coco.
Really? No, it's not. This is.
Come on, chocolate.
All right. Okay, so
Coco Cat was so trash, he went back to the stick. That nigga said, I need the stick back. This trash.
we can go back to YouTube and shit like that. We can go back everywhere. Okay, what about you? Do you think that woman deserves do you think a girl deserves a good man after she's done sex work?
I feel like everybody deserves,
Chocolate.
I feel like everybody deserves to have a good life, be with a good partner. But
You think so?
yeah, I mean,
What about pedophiles?
well, not pedophiles. I'm saying like
no,
everyone.
everybody.
Everyone.
Everyone.
No, I'm saying everyone is given the opportunity to be able to have a good partner, pick a good partner, get married, have kids, whatever they want to do. That's what you're put on this earth to do. But
do you think everyone actually deserves it though?
not everyone, but what I'm saying
Or is it earned?
what I'm saying is with the sex part, the sex worker part. I feel like if you've done something in your past, that's just like somebody that's on drugs and they, you know, they turned their life around and now they have a business, they have a wife, they have kids. I don't feel like they, you know, didn't deserve a chance to turn their life around. I'm just saying that's, you know, I wouldn't feel like they don't deserve love because they did sex work with somebody.
All right. What about you? What do you think, Puerto Rico? Do you think women that are involved in sex work deserve a good man?
No.
Why not?
No.
I don't know, because of what I said earlier, your value goes down. She mentioned success, but I don't think any high value man cares about how much money you're making.
Okay, to her? Okay.
On OF or what your success is. He just cares about not, like, his friends haven't seen you in all fours or something.
Do you agree with that? Disagree with that?
I disagree with that.
Okay, why do you disagree? Because she's making the stance that
because if you
despite just so you understand what her argument is. Her argument is basically a girl making, let's say she makes $100,000 a month making money, right? She's killing it on OnlyFans. Her being on all fours on the internet
is embarrassing to her husband.
Destroys it destroys everything. So that money is it doesn't matter. But what's your take on that?
My take is if you're married to this person that does this, then you don't care.
Her argument is you won't even get to that point. That's what she's trying to say.
I think even sex workers can find like a man that will.
I mean, I believe sex workers can find a man. That's what the simps for. That's why, you know, when people be like, oh, they need to get rid of, men need to stop being simps. No, there's men that need to be men like me. And there need to be men out there that's simps that pay for the cat, that you know, push their wallet in a relationship, baby. I pay for this, baby. And they just met her yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I pay for your rent and they just met her yesterday. We need those type of guys because somebody got to make love and marry these thotties, these sex workers. Somebody got to do it. That's what the simps for.
But is it their ideal man that they actually want? You think?
I don't think the man sometimes we're with is the ideal man and we're still with them. Like, there's people in relationships that are not working.
Okay, would it be fair to say then that like the ideal man has, and I want you guys to say yes if you agree. Would it be fair to say that the ideal man is dominant?
Yes.
Assertive?
Yes.
Masculine?
Yes.
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 Isn't soft?
Yes.
Okay. Strong?
Yeah.
Well, I need my man to be a little bit like.
Okay. I'm saying in general. Strong?
Bruh. Yes, stronger than me.
Okay. Let's see here. He's educated, intelligent. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Would you say a majority of men have these traits or a minority of men have these traits all in one?
Come on, Highly.
I've dealt with a lot of smart men, so I can't.
Well, it was all the other things I mentioned too, not just intelligence.
No, like.
There's a lot of guys that are smart, but they're pussies. I'm talking about like the full package.
You dealt with smart guys in Hialeah?
Hell no.
Maybe they're not from Hialeah.
I'm about to say. No offense to Hialeah, but hey, man.
No, man.
No.
Bro.
I know. I stayed away from there. I stayed away from there.
Pero,
I just believe that
Just
there's a
tell the
person for
truth.
that crazy sex worker. Like,
All right, take us to Castle Club thing. So you think that there's somebody for everybody?
yes.
Okay.
Oh, God.
But when you say you think there's somebody for everybody, you think that everybody is going to be their body, like what they actually want?
Why would you be with somebody if you don't want to be with their body?
Know what I'm saying? Because you're saying there's somebody for everybody.
Yeah.
But the thing is that do you think that somebody for that person, the attraction is mutual? Like they would actually like each other?
Yeah.
Well, one party might like one, but the woman doesn't like him back, which is typically what it is.
Then you're not supposed to be together.
Okay, since we're on the Castle Club now in Rumble, we'll just make just from now on, just switch it to Rumble. Yeah, sorry. The Castle Club to YouTube. You know what I mean? And yeah. Yes, no, not right now. Right now, not YouTube right now. So like, what I'm saying is that so a guy that's like hyper masculine that has his shit together that's attractive, like I hate to say it, they're not gonna wife up whores.
Hell no.
I mean, it wouldn't be their first pick. But if that woman is smart,
They wouldn't pick her.
I mean, yes.
Period.
No, they wouldn't. Okay.
Like
in general, no, they're not.
Why the fuck is a guy gonna bust his ass, go to the gym, be attractive, do all this shit, and then wife up a whore? That's embarrassing.
Right.
They'll smash.
I know everyone thinks sex workers are whores, but
They are.
I guess
They are. I have a more extreme take on this. I don't
there's like
think.
more whores on the actual like in the club.
Sure.
To me,
Sure.
because at least those girls will not for no money.
Sure.
Like,
That makes it better?
Yeah.
No, the girls at the club have sex for no money, like for no nuts.
So do you think it's better to have sex for money or for?
It's girls at the club that's having sex for no money. We need some of them. Come on, man. We need some of them, man. What's the party gonna be like if it ain't a few hoes at the party? Think about it. It's a whole bunch of, you have a party and it ain't nothing but good girls there, man. That shit about to be weak. They ain't finna be shaking no ass. They ain't about to be showing no butt cheeks. Hoes is needed. I'm not tripping that, that it's hoes out here. It's just the fact that I ain't cuffing you up.
Free.
I think it's better if you're a whore to become a porn star.
Do you think it's, as a female, do you think it's better to have sex for money or for free?
As a woman, like
Yes, as a woman in general. Do you think it's better to
having
have sex for
sex
money?
with no money involved is great. Yes.
Okay, all right. So it took you a while to answer that, but I was like,
No,
what the fuck?
I mean, everyone wants money, no? But not everyone is willing to give up sex for it. I get it.
No bueno.
What the fuck?
Okay, so my stance on it is this. I don't think sex workers deserve a good man. I don't think sex workers even deserve a man. And the reason why is because a woman that is a sex worker, in my take, is the equivalent to a man that's homeless. And I'll explain what I mean by this. So a man that's homeless can't provide you a house, he can't provide you resources, he can't take care of you. Isn't that what women look for in a man? A protector, a provider, and a provisioner?
Correct.
Okay. A woman that's a sex worker can't really give you her heart and her emotions because she's a sex worker. She's had to share it with many other men, right? And that effectively fucks up her ability to be a good, dutiful wife to you. I look at women as tape, okay? And what I mean by this is that when you take a piece of tape, right? And from the beginning, you take it off the roll and you put it on the table. It's very sticky, right? The first time you attach it on. But then when you pull it off and put it back on again, it becomes less and less sticky the more times you do that.
Okay.
So the more surfaces you put the tape on, the less sticky it becomes. When women are sex workers, they effectively have no stickiness left. They're able to jump from guy to guy, different surface to different surface, and they're no longer a good partner. And a piece of tape that isn't durable and can stand on the table is useless. It can't hold what I call a relationship together. So when a woman effectively sells herself and she becomes this tape that's been used everywhere, the stickiness is gone, and that is her most important asset. Men must create their value, and women must create.
I mean, I get what he's saying, but at the same time, I know some hoes out there that will love you, do everything you need them to do. They to cook, clean, and all of that, and bring the money back to you. It just depends on who the man is. You know what I'm saying? If you got some ism in you, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could build an empire. Hoes can be loved, and hoes can give love back. You know what I'm saying? She can go out there and sleep with everybody and bring the money back to you and only be sleeping with you, baby. Go get in that shower, baby. I'll meet you in the bed in a minute, baby. I'm finna put you through the mattress. I appreciate all of this money. I'm finna take this money. I'm finna flip it and invest it. And we finna keep it going. I'm finna add on to it too. You know what I'm saying? It can work. Hoes are needed at some point. It just depends on what man it is.
Their value, and women must preserve their value.
Okay.
Women are tape. The more surfaces they've attached to, the more up they become. So that's why I think women that are sex workers don't deserve good men. I don't even think they deserve.
I think they deserve a good pimp.
Men in general, because like once you go into that field, you've effectively selected to say, you know what, F it, my sexuality is for sale, and since your sexuality is for sale, so is your soul, and you can't fuck with a girl that doesn't have a soul.
Wait, new analogy? Let's go, man.
I've used that before. I've had it before, but I haven't used it in years.
Bro.
But yeah, so that's how I look at women as tape.
Wait, Scotch?
I guess
Duct tape?
in reality, if
Depending
you
on the girl.
Painter's tape.
Some of these bitches is the see-through tape, bro. That piece of
You said, do hoes deserve bail money? It depends on what man she dealing with. If she dealing with some ism and she end up getting bust up and doing something and end up going to jail trying to bring the bag back to you, man, you better take the bag that she been giving to you, you know what I'm saying? Mix it in with whatever you got and go bail your little hoe out and go get her back out here on these streets and go get some more money, you know what I'm saying? Double up. That's it, you know? It depends on who the man is.
Scott Shakes, you know what I'm saying? But that really is, like, I know that's a very crude way to describe it, but that's a woman's sexuality. You know, this is why women that are virgins, a lot of times they tend to be more attached to their man. Relationships that rarely fall off when they meet the guy and they lose their virginity and they get attached.
It's an innocence that sex workers lose. Like,
yes,
in general, because
and that is the cornerstone of female value, is her innocence and her purity. Because the more guys she right, the more her soul gets out of her, and then she's just not able to pair with you as a man. And the other thing too, this is going to sound up.
Yep.
The more experiences women have to draw from, right? The more sexual partners they have, the more experience they have to draw from, the more they're like, I can do better. And I genuinely think fear of missing out and this idea and concept of I can do better, it's actually like a very negative thing that sets women back, because they'll have a good man in front of them, but they're like, damn, I can do better. And when you think that you can do better, you continuously go back out in the market thinking that you're going to get a better deal, but the reality is you're not going to get a better deal. Well, yeah, a lot of times it ends up you do worse, is what it is. So I'll turn it to you guys. I don't know if you guys agree, disagree. You guys can give me your takes. We can go back to...
I mean, that's just what society has done to a lot of women. Like, they will actually run into that good man that they needed to secure, you know what I'm saying, work things out, you know, but they'll have a bunch of hoe-ass friends, dumb-ass friends, single-ass friends, and be listening to those friends. Like, girl, you could do way better, girl. You is a baddie, girl. You could have you a NBA player. You could have 3 NFL players, girl. You's a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of that going out in the world, you know what I'm saying? So I understand how a girl could fumble a good guy. And not even fucking knowing it. Just out here listening to her dumbass friends and listening to her dumbass thoughts instead of really just taking a breather. You know, sometimes you need to go to God. Sometimes you need to just go pray. You need to go meditate. You need to go be by yourself, write this shit down, and really think about it. And then have a conversation. Because why? Conversation rule a nation, baby.
We can go. Yeah, she disagrees. Okay, that's fine. We'll go back to YouTube.
No faces.
So, yeah, that's fine. Why do you disagree, Coco?
My name is Julie, and I live in...
You said human trafficking is a federal crime. You know what human trafficking is? I don't think you know what human trafficking is.
All sex work has
you know,
to be with another
because
person, like
human trafficking is like you forcing somebody to go out there and sell their body. You know, you're forcing them to do it. If a girl is actually a hoe and she's bringing the money back to you, I'm not telling her to go hoe. I'm not forcing her to go do anything. She was going to do this shit without me anyway. That's not human trafficking. Human trafficking is actually when you out here scouting for girls to go make money for you, and then there's repercussions if they don't bring that money back to you. You human trafficking. You forcing somebody under their will to go do something that they don't want to do. And you actually deep in the game, 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between pimping and macking and just having a little player-ishish in you. You know what I'm saying? A little player-ishish.
You can do your solo stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to be, screwing another guy. So you're like, oh.
Because she don't gotta be out there having sex. She could just be going to the club dancing. She could really just be on fucking OnlyFans Live playing with a dildo. You know? I believe there is a good guy for all hoes. It just depends on what the man is into. You know, what type of man is he? If he's actually a good man looking for a good woman, well, the hoe just ain't gonna work. It's gonna fall apart. Can't change a hoe to a housewife. But if you looking for a hoe, shit, and you actually a good guy, the shit gonna work. You okay? You okay with having a couple bumps on your lip? You okay? You ain't tripping. Then a hoe is for you. You know what I'm saying?
Losing value. Look. Okay, but what if you didn't do it with another man? What if it was a toy?
The thing is that when you do it, whether it's with a man or with a toy, it's still it's just a bad look in general.
Of course it's a bad
Your
look.
cookie's
but
still
to
out
be,
there, I guess.
To be like, you don't deserve a man ever because you used a vibrator. Like,
Yeah, on camera.
Still.
So, okay. Are you familiar? Okay, so when someone gets
I
married,
agree with you, but I don't.
yeah, you don't agree because it might hurt your feelings a little bit. But like,
no, it doesn't.
when a
hurt
woman
my
walks down the
feelings.
aisle, right?
You said sex working or prostitution is not automatically human trafficking charge in the United States, but the two are closely linked. That's why you got to take it legit. Start a modeling agency. She could just be a model, you know? You could be her manager. Or you could start an escort service, you know? There's ways to go about it be illegal. You know, go to different states where it's okay, where it's more not so pressed on you. You can go move to Las Vegas and start you a fucking hoe house, you know? It just depends on the man that the woman gets at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I just don't believe a hoe is going to be able to get the guy the guy that she imagines in her mind, this great, amazing guy. You know, like, I doubt he's going to want a hoe. You know, I'm not saying the chances that she could possibly come up, but the chances of it actually happening is so fucking slim to none that, damn, she just had to be one lucky motherfucker.
What color is the dress that she's wearing?
White.
What is that white to symbol?
Purity.
That is
purity, right?
them. Me personally, I do not want to wear a white dress.
Okay,
Wait,
but speaking in general, why do women wear a white dress when they walk down the aisle?
For purity, to represent
Purity, right? And then they're supposed to have sex on their wedding night, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
She
so
said a girl looking in denial.
a man, right, courted that woman, dated that woman, got engaged to that woman, gave her a ring, promises her a life, etc. This is all very expensive and time-consuming stuff. Would you agree?
Yes.
And in exchange, he's able to get her purity in the confinements of a relationship, right?
But does she get his purity?
Do women screen for promiscuity in men?
Do they?
Do you care about a man's body count?
Do you?
Can you please answer the question and stop being disingenuous? Like, we're having a logically sound adult
No.
conversation. I'm asking you these questions.
As an adult, no, I don't care who.
Fantastic.
How many people
Yeah,
sleep
so,
with.
yeah. So, but you are aware that men care a lot about how many partners a woman has.
We are speaking for all men, maybe you. Not all men care about that.
An overwhelming majority of men absolutely care about a woman's body count, just like an overwhelming majority of women care about a man's ability to provide resources.
Men,
I ain't gonna lie. Every dude that I know that don't care about a girl body count, he don't actually really give a fuck about her. He got another girl that has a low body count, you know what I'm saying? She's an actual good girl. You know, he got two of them on the side. He got one that's a little freaky that can do all of the shit. She can swallow the shit. She can bounce on it. You know what I'm saying? She can do everything. She's just fucking acrobatic, you know what I'm saying? Flexible, all types of stuff. She can do a flip on it. You feel me? But then on the side, he got a good girl that just don't know how to do that shit, a little boring. You know what I'm saying? Now he over here picking and choosing. But then the guys that don't really care, they usually be tricks. They usually be goofballs. They usually be cucks. You know, but exactly, the shoe definitely fits her. I was gonna say that, yeah, that shoe definitely is fitting her tight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe perfectly. And once the woman starts to talk, it becomes a federal investigation. Yeah, I mean, but I don't understand what type of hoe goes around talking. How many hoes have you ever met in your life that went around telling everybody that she had a guy that she was giving money to? A real hoe is not like that. You probably won't even be able to talk to a real hoe because you're going to have to bring some real dough. You know, if you was able to talk to a hoe and she was able to blah, 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 and tell you all of this information, that wasn't no hoe. You know what those are called? They call them, I don't know, you can't even say that word on here. They squares. They squares trying to be hoes. You know, a real hoe, you probably won't never have a good conversation with her because she's going to lead and want you to lead with that wallet first. She's going to be like a machine that you play a video game at an arcade. Yeah, you see the game, you see the little settings, you see all the buttons and all that, but no matter how many times you push the buttons, your ass not playing until you enter that money. That's a real hoe for you.
who are not insecure do not care about a woman's body count.
You saying, okay, so look, what I'm saying to you is, in Las Vegas, there are legal whorehouses. Right now. They are legal. Look it up. Look it up. It's a business. One person does it in a legal way, illegal way, and there's people who do it in a legal way. Look up at Las Vegas whorehouse. They are legal.
Okay, so you think that's an insecurity?
Yeah.
Okay. What about, okay, let me ask you this then. Do you want a man to make more money than you? Your ideal man, hypothetically.
It doesn't really matter.
Do you realize how much money this will save
I'm
us?
trying to tell you, bro. I hear people saying that a lot. You know, some people that usually get caught up in Fed cases and all of that stuff. These are people who are like they're more like a street pimp. You know, they're street. You know, they're doing it the wrong way.
Yes or no?
No.
Now
No,
you
okay.
can.
You'd want a guy that makes less than you.
You know, nowadays girls are doing digital hoeing. You know, look at people like Sauce Walker. You know who Sauce Walker is? He's somebody who did it legit. He went the legit way. Look at somebody like somebody else that made a lot of money off of it doing a legit way was the dude that say the Matrix always looking for him. Dude with the bald head. Tate. You know what I'm saying? There's people out here that do it, bro.
Equal.
Equal. What about, okay, would you be okay with a guy that's shorter than you then?
Yes, I've dated men shorter than me.
How long did that last?
3 years.
Yeah, okay. Well, it didn't last that long. Do you want a man that's stronger than you?
Doesn't have to be.
So you'll take a guy that's physically inferior to you, smaller than you, and can't necessarily fight off an attacker.
Why would I attract men who are like people trying to fight me? I don't need that.
If it happens by chance.
We live in Florida. I have my concealed.
Okay. You can answer everything.
Yeah, the thing is that she just doesn't like the reality, so she's kind of trying to contort answers to fit the thing. But like, I know if like what she's actually
she's
really
33, so it's fine, man.
like.
Yeah,
because you're saying that it's insecure for a man to care about
Same
a woman's
shit.
body count. Okay, let's take your logic. What if I said women are insecure if they care about their man making more money than them?
Why would they be?
Why would they be what? Insecure?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. We're getting somewhere. So you think that's a stupid idea to call a woman insecure for caring about how much a man makes? You agree with me? That's stupid.
I don't want to say it's stupid. I just don't think it's relevant.
Okay, fantastic. So I find it interesting how a woman isn't insecure for caring about how much money a man makes, but you're saying a man's insecure for caring about how much bodies a woman has.
Sex and money, it's not correlating with me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
because men and women aren't the same, and I'm giving you a functional equivalence. It's an analogy. Men and women aren't the same, so I can't tell you, well, men care about women's money. No, we don't. So I got to give you a functional equivalent. Women care about a man's status and money. Men care about a woman's promiscuity.
Stereotypically, not
stereotypically. That's just the truth in general.
Not all the time. No, it's not all the time. That's genuinely, it's not all the
If
time.
I lined up 100 dudes, 90 of them are going to care about their girl that they're going to take seriously sexual past.
I would like to ask their age.
Whose age?
The men's age. If they care.
But let's be honest here.
Bro, the only time you ever seen you probably never in your life seen a host speak out. Never in your life. In order for you to ever see that, you was on the internet. You never in your life personally ever seen it. And look, I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna just show you. Look, Royal Nevada, approved county. If you have a legal license, you can have a whorehouse. Or you could have a escort service. Or you can own a strip club. There are ways, my boy. You just have to do it the right way.
Why don't we move on?
No, but let's be honest here though. Most guys don't want a wife or right? Let's be honest here.
Define a
You. No people.
I have not had sex for money.
You know people.
I haven't had sex for money, so
I
I'm
didn't
not a
finish
whore.
properly. I was supposed to say you know people, right? That are whores, right?
Yes, I do.
There you go. So they don't want to wife those girls.
A lot of them are.
Let me
wives.
ask you this then, because let's use your own logic, right? Let's use your own logic.
We
You
don't
said-
know that yet. They're
you
still
said,
married.
Well, we know.
If being a whore isn't that big of a deal, why didn't you just go all the way and fuck on camera then?
Because I don't want to. That's my personal preference.
But why don't you want to?
Because that's my personal
preference.
No, but tell me, why is it your personal preference?
Because I don't want to do that.
Okay.
But why not?
Yeah. If being a doesn't matter and body count doesn't matter, why not just on camera and run a bag up?
Body count and being a whore on camera, those are two different things, my guy. Let's not do that.
Oh, now, so see,
What?
so it's not so insecure now, is it?
What?
So you're saying I could be a whore camera, you could be a whore camera, but not in real life.
No, not necessarily that. If you're a whore, and if you're gonna be a whore on camera, do the damn thing.
All right. I'm confused.
If you're not, keep it to yourself. And
Okay. I'm just going to close.
Bro
Are we on
just
castle
repeated
thing?
everything
Whatever?
I just
Still?
said back to me.
All right. So, yeah, just go to the castle thing. Castle Club Ninjas, come on
I
over.
just said in rural Nevada.
And we'll go back and forth. I don't think you understand. Like, your logic is fucked up.
Bro went Google.
Like, you don't make sense. So, like, on one hand, you're saying men are insecure if they care about a woman's body count, right? But then I said, well, women are very interested in a man's ability to acquire resources and protect and provide. Does that make them insecure? And you said no. And I said, I agree with you. It doesn't make them insecure. It's a biological want and need from women to men to look for these things. So why is it insecure if I say it's a man's biological need to understand that his girl's not a whore? How's that insecure?
what if she's not a whore?
That's what I was. I'm saying. I'm talking about if she is a whore.
Okay, so if he has
Because you made the comment if she's a whore and he's insecure about that.
If he has a problem with whores, then don't date a whore.
Yes, but you were trying to say that makes him insecure for not wanting to be with a whore. That was your stance.
Maybe I said some things differently. An open, like a street walker, okay, yes, I get that. But from my stance, from being on OnlyFans and only being solo, I don't count myself as a whore because I didn't go a bunch of different men. It was myself. So that's where my mind is
Yeah, but whether
going.
you have sex with them or not, your purity is still tainted, and that's where I was going with the wedding dress analogy. A man had to work really hard to court you and get engaged to you and marry you, right? And then he's, in his mind, this body is for me. This is my woman. So if there's videos of you out there a dildo, well, guess what?
You know how I know you Googled it? Because somebody typing on the internet would lie before they told the truth.
That just makes him look like an idiot because he spent a lifetime to attract you and other dudes could see it for $3.99 a month.
Why did he spend a lifetime?
That's why they don't commit to you guys. Ta-da! Ta-da! There you literally just answered it yourself. Why would he spend that? Thank you. You answered it yourself. Why the hell would he go through the process of court you, engage you, and marry you when he knows that you've done that? That's precisely my point.
Still want.
I literally said you could start an escorting service in Las Vegas. Strip club. You could even start a massage parlor. They can do OnlyFans. And if you wanted to have a whorehouse, you would have to be in Royal, Nevada. License. There's nothing else I could say.
Want to court me and marry me. People still want to do that with me.
But guess what? You don't want them, right?
Yeah, and you don't want them, though.
Yeah.
So that tells you... And ladies, just so you know, because women like you make this excuse all the time. Oh, well, I can get any man I want.
I didn't say that.
You literally said that earlier in response to her.
Did.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Right?
Okay.
You did.
Fair.
Come on,
Yeah.
Coco.
Fair.
I'm a queen.
Anyone that I want.
I know, Coco.
No.
Yeah.
Translation. Just anyone, because I don't think you want them back. Because if you did, you would have had one of them.
I don't think I can get
in a serious
anyone.
relationship.
If I can get anyone, I would have everyone.
Do you know
Do it better.
when you?
So, because you said that you can get any man that you want, right? Like, what if I? Oh, I'm sorry.
And I have.
Okay. So, what if I told you?
And you're single.
I can get any girl I want,
I'm
right?
single by choice.
What if I told you I could get any girl that I want, right? But then you find out that I'm just whacking off to different girls on Pornhub every day.
I moved your meeting, and your car.
So what is escorting then? And I never said nothing about having sex. You did. I never said nothing about that. I said a whorehouse in rural Nevada. I'm not giving nobody no information. If you take this information and go do it, that's on you. The fuck are you talking about? You listening to the information.
Look at this little beauty I found.
I'm telling you what I know.
Hey, whoa.
would that count?
What does an escort do then? What does an escort do? What is escort services? I lived in Las Vegas for 2 years. I know exactly what escort services is.
What? You're just
Yeah. No. I'm asking you. Like, you say that you can get any guy that you want, and then I respond. I say, well, I could get any bitch I want. But then you find out
Escorting is not illegal in Las Vegas. What are you talking about?
that I'm literally just whacking off to different girls every day on Pornhub.
that doesn't make sense.
Thank you. It doesn't, right? Why does it not make sense?
You're not actually getting the girl. You're just watching her.
Yep.
Fan-fucking-tastic. You're not actually getting the guy. You just having sex with you and dating you. Because as a woman,
At this point, there's no reason to respond back to you. Did you live in Las Vegas? I lived there. I know exactly what the hell going on in Las Vegas.
like, yo, no, hold on.
Like somebody trying to tell me about the moon, and they ain't never been to the moon. They said you could float on the moon. Nigga, I was in the moon. Nigga, that shit don't work.
Hold on. Uno reverse on you because you don't get it. It's not a brag as a female to sit there and say, I can get any guy I want. Every single one of you at this table can go out on a date with a celebrity, okay? That's not a flex. Just like I can go ahead and whack off to a new bitch on OnlyFans every day. Yeah. It's not a flex. It's only a flex when you're a woman if you can keep the guy and get his last name. Right. So until I see a ring on your finger from a guy that you love, admire, and respect, and you willingly want to take his last name, you can't flex at all. Period. Just like me, I can't sit here and say, well, I got a new every day, but I'm whacking off to new bitches on OnlyFans. It doesn't count because it doesn't take me skill to be able to do that. Just like it doesn't take skill for you to go on a date with a guy or have a guy give you attention. Women just exist and breathe. And some dude's gonna talk to you, bro. Like you bitches can literally be and some dude will still talk to you. There's no skill set in being a female and getting men to talk to you. I hate when girls say dumb shit like that. Well, I can have any man I want. Shut the up. Until you can actually get a guy to take you seriously, give you a last name, and give you a ring, I don't want to hear shit from no woman
I've been
at
engaged, and I called off the engagement.
Oh,
of course.
I wonder why.
And that was before OnlyFans.
Okay, you call up the engagement because the guy wasn't your top choice.
He was.
This is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's again. What did I say a second ago? What did I say a second ago? It doesn't matter unless you get your dream man and get him to take you seriously. It doesn't matter. I don't give a who engaged you. I don't give a who dated you. I don't give a who you until you get a guy that is the man that you actually want to give you a ring. I don't want to hear nothing from none of y'all females,
haven't
bro.
found him yet.
I know.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
That's our point.
Yeah. Then shut up. God damn, bro. I go the whole time you talking.
Because this is the thing.
33 years old.
No one ever checks women on this dumb shit. Ladies, you don't win the game until a guy gives you a ring that you actually want back. Yep. It doesn't count if you f a guy. It doesn't count if you date a guy. It doesn't count even if you are seeing a guy that's a celebrity. I don't give a about none of that. How many of them do you want that actually wants you back and gives you a ring? Until you get that, shut the up. It's not a flex to have DM you. It's not a flex to have dudes fly you out. It's not a flex to f a celebrity. It's not even a flex to talk to one.
Any of those things.
You just said a second ago I can get any man I want.
The celebrity. I did not say a guy will
just said a second ago. You just said a second ago I can have any man I want, which I can go ahead and presume off of that you've gotten offers from other men, which is why you would make a comment like that. No. I'm not stupid. I know how you guys think, and I'm 10 steps ahead of y'all.
Hey, come on, Coco.
I know how women think and what it is, and you guys have an overinflated sense of self-worth, and you think I'm getting attention from this guy. Well, getting attention from a guy and getting the last name from the guy are not the same thing at all.
Hell
You're
yeah.
absolutely right.
A dog will give your ass attention. That ain't shit. A dog will give your ass attention. You know? Like this motherfucker trying to tell me escorting is illegal in Las Vegas. What the hell? And you start talking about for sex. Who said sex? Nobody said nothing about no sex. Hoeing is hoeing in many different ways. You don't have to have sex. There's hoes that are cuddle buddies. There's hoes that just do modeling events. That just do OnlyFans. You dig? A cuddle buddy is perfectly fine. That is legal. And most girls is gonna say they can get a guy, they can get any guy they want, but they can't keep the guy they want. Majority of the times when a girl wanna get the guy that she actually want, he don't wanna keep her. He don't want her. But I'm not saying no girl can't go get a guy. She can go get a guy. Cause 9 times out of 10, the guy wants to crack that. He wanna hit that. And he'll tell you all types of white lies to get in between them thighs. You feel me? So he gonna tell you everything you want to hear just to see them panties disappear. But when it's time to keep them panties on, I guarantee that nigga ain't gonna stay long. Come on. Answer the phone. It's Razzie calling, baby. I'm trying to tell you, but I really understand. I get it. Shorty with the braids is probably a hoe. And he's hitting a fucking emotional spot talking about body counts, and most guys don't want no girl with a high body count. Don't nobody want to buy no fucking car with high mileage on it. You know, it's okay to drive the car. I'm okay. Yeah, I will rent the car. Yes, how much miles it got on? I don't even care how many miles on it when I'm renting the car. But I just know if this motherfucker start acting up, the check engine light come on, I'm bringing it right back to this motherfucking rifle owner. Hey, take your shit back on. I don't want this. I'm gonna go rent me another one. But then when I actually want a car of my own, I want to go get me a brand new car off the lot. I don't give a fuck if it got like under 20,000 miles. I'm cool with it. So some of the girls that got body counts, yeah, you know. And then, you know, like sometimes you don't. Most of the times for me, you don't have to ask no girl like, "What's your body count?" I can't imagine me one time ever asking a girl like, "What's your body count?" 9 times out of 10, you could tell by the way a girl acts. You know, you could tell the way she performs in certain things. You know, you could tell when you get inside them walls that this motherfucker been all over the place playing basketball. You feel me? Like, you already know. It's things that's gonna let you know. And then especially like sometimes it's really bad. Like my homie, he's a cuck. I don't know if he's actually claiming himself as a cuck, but I believe he's a cuck. You know, he would date girls. I don't know how he always gets a girl that's a hoe. I might not know the girl, right? But then we go somewhere. We say we go bowling or something. He always got the type of girl where all the guys know her. Hey, Chelsea, hey, what's up, baby? How you been? She giving every nigga a hug too. Hey, Mike. Next thing you know, she about to bowl, and here comes somebody saying, Brittany, that's you? Oh my gosh, Jordan. I'm like, yo, this dude. And you could tell the way the dude be hugging, and he be hugging her like, And then he do a little whisper in her ear like, girl, what you doing here? You know what I'm saying? And you like, damn, that's your girl, my boy. And he just over there looking stupid with his hands in his pocket, you know? But I believe he's a good guy. So when a girl say, hoe say she can get a good guy, shit, they got my cousin. But then it always work out the same way for him. When everybody started letting him know, like, oh, it's a hoe and everything, kind of put him in a corner, and it's like, damn, it's like right in his face, because he needs to be slapped in the face with the information. Like, I could tell him, like, yo, bro, shit, she thought, like, man, they ran a train on her. He ain't gonna believe me. But if I come and I'm like, damn, look, bro, she on video on Twitter. Now he like, fuck, he devastated. He the type to put his hands on his head like this and just be like, fuck, man. I spent so much fucking money on her. You know, I be trying to be a good friend. I don't laugh, but I be cracking the fuck up, because I'm not going to laugh behind your back. I'd rather laugh in your face. You feel me? I don't want to be the guy that's sitting there like, man, bro, it's all good, but then turn around behind your back and get to laughing at you. But I do believe that if you become a good woman, you know, I believe you can become a renewed hoe. You know, you can get yourself in church. You can go get baptized. You can go cleanse yourself. You know, you can go find you a great ass guy doing big things, but it just won't be me, baby. Hey, man, but shout out to Myron, man. Shout out to everybody that tapped in, man. It's your boy Rass, that dude, RESS. Hoping your stress go to the wrong address. Make sure you hit the fucking likes, the comments, and subscribe. We here for a dialogue. We here for a debate. I don't care. I don't care. We can go there. It's up for grabs anytime, anywhere. RASS, man, I catch y'all on the next stream, man. We're going to be going right back on in a couple minutes. So be ready. Make sure you dare and don't be square.